To clean the Fusion Splicer, you're going to need these items: your alcohol spray, cloth, small wire brush, Q-tip, and sometimes even a small piece of your electrical tape. The electrical tape can be used to pick up any larger debris that is sitting somewhere that you're able to just kind of press down and pick up with that sticky side. Usually that's going to be some bigger pieces that are in these larger areas of the track down here. If you're not able to reach it with the electrical tape and pull it out, then you'll need to get your cleaning cloth damp with that alcohol spray and start to clean the track out as best you can. You can see that we have some debris down below by the cameras, but obviously the cloth can't get to it. But anything in these larger areas that we're able to pick up with it, that's what this is going to be for. It can also just be for general maintenance of cleaning out the larger track pad areas, as well as even just these smaller areas within this. Although this area and obviously the screen will not make any change to the performance of the splicer, but sometimes it's good just to have that cleanliness in there. We can also clean out the Fusion heater by cleaning out the lid and gently pressing down into the actual area. We're not pressing hard though, we're just getting some of that excess debris or dust that may have been trapped in there out. With your Q-tip, that's where you're going to get into some of the smaller areas or clean out the camera lens. So down here we can see that we have some debris down by the camera, so we can go and just get that picked up and pulled out. Have another spare piece of tape so that you can clean off your Q-tip. We also want to make sure that we are cleaning our camera lenses, being careful not to touch our electrodes. We can clean that out as well on the other side as well, which is just down below. If you need to get a little bit more damp, go for it. It will help things pick up and stick. And get a nice clean camera view. If you're not sure, you can always turn on your splicer and check the way that your fiber is being shown. And then that should assist with any of your optical errors. The Q-tip can also be used to clean out underneath these track pad areas and picking up any debris that might be hindering its movement. Being careful though to make sure that you're not shoving the head of the Q-tip down anywhere it does not fit. For the smaller to reach areas, we're going to use the wire brush. Down here you can see that we have some of these smaller grooves that we can just slide our brush into and pull out any other debris. It can also be used down in these larger areas if we just had to get at an angle that we couldn't quite reach with the other items, and just gently kind of bringing everything up and out. You can see that we collected quite a bit down on that side. And so you can go through and just kind of clean up a little bit of everything. Again, being careful not to really leave any residue on your electrodes, but being sure to take care of the camera area and cleaning out any debris that might obstruct that view. For cleaning the cleaver, there's not much to do, mainly just hitting your main areas, which are going to be these track pads up here. Anything that the fiber might sit on top of, which could raise the fiber slightly higher than what the machine was calibrated for, that can give you a bad cleave or just not quite a full cleave. So we do want to make sure that we clean off our track pads as best we can, the ones down below and up top as well. This doesn't usually make any hindrance to the machine, but down here you can also see there are times when some of the fiberglass will fall down. We can barely see, but it's kind of hard on the camera. There is a small piece of fiber down there as well. I don't think I'll be able to grab it at this angle, but we can kind of see it's starting to move, and we can get that pulled up and out as well, just so it's just one less thing that might be hanging around. Once we have our black pads nice and clean, we can also always clean out our actual trash can. This one was recently dumped, but here on the side, there's a small notch where you can just pull out this entire trash can. Be careful whenever dumping this out. I do suggest having tape or a small box that's easy to be taped up, ready to go, so that you can just tap it out and have all your debris fall out. If your cleaver is over full, you might have to be a little bit more gentle with it and try to work out some of the larger pieces. Make sure that that's pressed all the way back in. And that is the majority of what you're able to do for the cleaver.